Here we are, my friends, winding down September of 2025. Next week, it's October.
I was going to say, and next week is Q4.
That's right. It's Q4. It's October next week. It's crazy. What are we doing here? It's nutso. Well, we're glad to have you guys here today. Matt Shepard's in the house, as usual. Thank you, Matt, for being here. Love to have you here. Emily Smith is with us as well. Good to have Emily here. Larry Thompson, he's ready to go. Look at him. Man, I don't know what he's chugging there. Little mimosa. Get the day started, Larry. Is that what we got cooking? Yeah, Jared too. Look at him. Hey, guzzling something down. Why not me too? I'm going to have a little sip down. All right. Okay, of course, Chris Johnstone today is going to absolutely freak us out as usual. I hope everyone brought their pack of smokes so that you can light up right away afterwards, get things moving, start the day off right. And yeah, so that's it. Deanna Bryant's here too. Yeah, good to see Deanna Bryant. What's going on?
Looks like Greg Colligan's got his hands full this morning. My man, look at that. Wow.
Oh, look at there. Wow. Okay, we got to do the spotlight. Absolutely.
That looks like how I feel.
Oh, my.
Baby.
I do. I got not one, but Phoebe, do you want to say hi?
Hi,
Hi,
baby.
baby. Hi.
I've got 2 mortgage interns now. So yeah, this is the mortgage marketing animals, and we're going to learn about ChatGPT today. And then Phoebe and Milo are going to get a pack of Newports. So we're very excited to be here.
All right. Yeah, let's give them that. Good stuff.
Man.
That is so
Good to see you, Greg.
hilarious. Dang, Greg could teach the class, for goodness sake. You know, with babies in tow. All right, thanks, Greg. Doug Kennel's here. What's going on, Doug? How are you, sir? Doing all right? Good. Hey, let's see. Before we get cooking, Chris, I just want to kind of see what's going on with peeps. Like, come on, like a win. We do the win thing all the time, but I kind of feel like I want to. Oh no! Before we do that, we forgot. We've only got how many? We got like three or four
Maybe
slots left.
3, yeah.
So last call for the boot camp in the next couple of weeks. So Teresa, get you in a sec. Yeah, last call for that. Mastermind Retreats. Mastermindretreats.com. So there's just a couple slots left. If you've been thinking about it, it would be good to just do it. Just do it. Sign up. Get down there. They're super cool. I'll probably go to the next one. We'll see.
Well, Carl said yesterday that this is the last format of this type that he's going to do. So,
so it's
did he say
kind
that
of a big
yesterday,
deal.
Kristen?
He did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he's going to change up the format. This is the last one, and it's definitely the last one for this year. So,
Hey, did he give the big reveal of who the big mystery guest is?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, well, no, wait a second. I don't know if he mentioned it, but I listened to his podcast this morning.
well,
and
if it's on the podcast, it's on the podcast.
It is on the podcast.
All right, who is it?
I'm trying to find his last name. Hold on. It was Jimmy, but I can't remember his last name. Oh my gosh. The pressure of having to find it.
Yeah, it's like, come on,
Here we go.
Kristen. Here
All
we
right,
go.
I know. I'm so sorry. Oh my, stop it. Oh my
Marcio in the comments put Kimmel.
gosh. Oh, it wasn't Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Reed. Jimmy Reed. I'm sorry, Jimmy Reed.
Jimmy Reed. Okay, well there you go, Jimmy
Cool.
Reed.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah,
hey
so-
Teresa, what do you got?
So yesterday I did my 90-day success presentation. I had 17 agents show up, and I've already gotten a lead out of that last night. And so now today I'm going to start on my 12-week success.
Well, here I'm going to
win
give
them
you
over.
this.
I need 8 qualified agents. And if I
You'll
only
get
got 1 deal a month from them, that's 8, right? So that's my goal. That's what I'm working on, is to gain 8 qualified agents.
Well,
Here in
I'm going to
Florida.
give you victory fanfare.
Yes.
Epic, great stuff. However, for those of us that might not know what the heck you're talking about, what the heck are you talking about?
I did from the agent 90-day success plan that's provided to the members through MMA. I put together a slide, did a full presentation yesterday on laying out a daily success plan for the agents Monday through Thursday, and then Friday was Monday through Thursday was the prospecting, tracking your numbers, knowing your numbers, how to calculate those numbers, and then Friday was the farming side of it. So I went through the whole agent 90-day success plan with them yesterday. And
So this was so did you do this at a real estate office or was
I
this
did. My office has a conference room. Remember, as I've been courting, so to speak, title companies.
right? Yeah.
Those are my warm introductions. I put out there to a particular title company. I have a 90-day success plan. I'd love to do this presentation for you. Get your agents ready for the end of quarter. Fast track them through the first quarter of 26, and I have an awesome plan that will help make that happen.
And they said okay.
They said okay, and they
They
more
helped fill
than
the room.
13 registered and 17 showed up. So
Let me ask you this, Teresa, from the time that you thought to yourself, this is a good idea and I'm going to do it, to the time that you did your presentation, how much time went by? Weeks, months, what was it? Days,
no,
weeks, months?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Nice. Yep.
So in 3 weeks, you thought, I'm going to do this. And 3 weeks later, you did it. You were in
And three
front
weeks
of
later, I did it.
you're in
Yep.
front of 17 agents. Have you ever been in
Yes.
front of agents before? Have you ever done the presentations like this before?
I have, but not in the past 2 years.
Mm. Did she lock up?
I think she
She
did.
did.
Professional events, there's CE events where I only get 5 minutes. So this has led up to getting to where now it's time for me
Yep.
Yeah. How
to
long
do a
did the
full
presentation
presentation.
last? How
So
long did it last?
yesterday was my first full presentation of my own, put together by me through my group here with MMA, and it turned out amazing. I'm going to post the group picture and some information on our MMA page. But yeah, that's the first one I've done on my own in 2 years.
So how long
Wow.
did the presentation last? Was it
The
30 minutes, an hour?
presentation itself was a good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I had time for questions, and then we had just a networking afterwards. This started at 11, and it was about 2:30 before people started leaving.
Really?
Yes, it went that well. I was so proud of myself.
That is
Yeah,
epic. Do you think it was because you told them you knew me? Is that what it was?
I told them all about y'all. And look, I've got
You
on my
did?
Breakfast
Yeah,
Club
yeah,
t-shirt
I'm
this
kidding.
morning because I told them I was going to be having breakfast with my fam this morning.
Aw.
I told them all about the Breakfast
Congratulations.
Club. I invited them to join me in Zoom to help be accountability partner for them, to do their daily success plan, to make their telephone calls. I invited them.
Hey,
So,
one last question. So you already picked up a lead, right?
yes,
And out of this, you said it was 17 that were there.
yes.
17. So out of the 17, have you already kind of went through and qualified them? Like
I'm going to do
who
that this
rises to
morning
the
after
top?
Breakfast Club. I'm
Okay.
going to see who's qualified.
All right. So, man, what a
And I
great
gave away
thing.
3 prizes. I gave away 3 different books yesterday. I like to give away books when I
Yeah.
present things,
Yeah,
just
that's a cool idea.
something of additional value. But yeah, it went really
Well,
well yesterday.
I think people are giving it up for you in the chat. I know we all need to give it up for you.
Yeah,
Great
everyone's
stuff,
like,
man.
wait, where's the
Congratulations.
presentation? Where's the presentation on the member site? Where do I find it?
Yeah.
I love it.
That
Yeah,
is so cool, man. Great stuff. Excellent
yeah,
work. Great, Chris.
Teresa,
Great
way to
stuff, huh?
go. That
Yeah.
is just amazing.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and I picked up another move to agent yesterday.
Excellent.
nice.
Even better. Yeah. Wonderful. If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Great stuff. Well, congratulations, Teresa. Thanks for the share. Thanks for raising your hand. That was a good one to hear first thing in the morning. That's for sure.
That's
But here
amazing.
we are. We're at that time, where we're gonna bring up, who, Mr. Chris Johnstone, AI CRM. All right.
Good morning.
All right. Hold on, everybody. Put your trays up and put your seatbelts on. Let's go.
Frank, so completely off topic for what we're talking about today, but I was pondering this morning, if an AI takes the mortgage course and passes, could an AI get a mortgage license?
That's a good question.
What does everybody think in the
Think
chat?
about that. Yeah. Because it takes the tests. Because I tell you, I have done some, education classes and stuff like that, and sometimes, I've asked say, okay, I'm going to give you a question, 4 possible answers. What's the answer? I've had it fail the quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's failed the quiz. Yeah, I'm like, what the heck with you? But so it's not a guarantee that it's gonna, so I mean, if it legitimately passes, could we give it an NMLS license?
Yeah. And well, my thoughts are on it, then you've got a licensed assistant in your business, right? And it's trained well, because there are definitely nuances in the mortgage business that the AI does not understand yet. And so it's like, could you get an assistant in your business and have a full-time licensed employee that doesn't actually cost you anything? So I was noodling on that this morning, and I'm super interested.
Well, people say no fingerprints, no biosig. It's true.
Yeah.
But could we make the case that that's being discriminatory? Okay. We make that case. Okay.
Jared Manley says hard no. Hard no. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Anyways, a little bit of a ponder. So this morning we're keeping on the refi train. So last week we gave away a custom AI agent that you could give away. People could run scenarios in it, and it was a value offer. Just another offer that you can give to people to generate leads, generate conversations, and generate activity. So we're going to stay on that theme today, and I'm going to show you how to set up your CRM so that you can process an incredible amount of refinance business. So before we get into that, I just want to make the caveat or make the statement up front that we always want to keep a healthy ratio in our mortgage business. And Frank, that tends to be like 80% purchase business coming from our realtors and 20% refi. As we go through, rates dropping and booms, Owen comes on and Carl, they talk about sprints. When you go through those sprints, your ratios are going to change a little bit. It might go down to 70% or 60% in the extreme as you're going through and taking opportunity out of the marketplace. But this does not replace the fundamentals of doing the daily success plan, building your agent relationships, all of those wonderful things. So this is in addition to the daily success plan and all that wonderful stuff. So I had an epiphany. I was talking to somebody about the refinance conversation, and the conversation of scale came up, Frank. And I had the epiphany that whether you put a database of 40 past customers into what I'm going to show you today, which is a refinance activation workflow inside a CRM, whether you put 40 agent or potentials in there, or you put 4,000 of them in there, technically your workload is the same.
Yeah.
Because the CRM is sending the messages. When people respond to the messages, the AI is getting the message, reading it, taking your guidelines, writing the responses for you, and having the conversations. If you're giving away that custom GPT, you can have 5 people use it or 500 people use it. Your workload doesn't change. So all of a sudden, we're now living in this world where if rates continue to drop and we do go through one of these massive refinance booms, it's going to be the first time in the history of the mortgage business that an independent sole producer has no cap on the amount of leads that they can work for refinance.
That is interesting. You know, and you're right. It's going to be the first time in the history of the world that AI is going to be participating in a refinance boom.
Yeah.
I mean, at this level.
Yeah. And so if you look at, there's no limit to the amount of leads that you can work in the system, and there's no limit to the amount of inbound phone calls that you can take that like not pre-qualify, but is this person worthy of submitting an application, and have the AI understand that and text them the application link so that the application comes into the mortgage business. First time ever in history that we have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
So every single person here on the call, if the system is built and ready to go, when the opportunity comes, there's almost no limit to the amount of refinance opportunities that we have coming. Isn't that wild to think about?
It is wild. It really is.
And we're going to run relatively quick here, but just understand that today at noon, I'm doing Build It with Chris. And what we're going to be doing today is actually building out the AI voice agent so that you can have a phone number that people can call, talk to an AI voice, ask it questions about refinances, and then either get an application link sent to them or book a time on your calendar. And we're actually going to build the prompt together at noon today, walk you through the whole thing, show you how we set it all up, show you the technology behind the scenes. So we're actually going to build this today on Build It with Chris at noon. So it's builditwithchris.com. Even if you can't make it, if you register for the class, we'll still send out the recording and the prompt and everything after that. So if you want the prompts for everything that we're going to talk about now, just register for Build It with Chris this afternoon. So first off, Frank, everybody hears that and goes, okay, well, what are the different opportunities? So I just wanted to run through opportunities really quick. So if you look at your database, I mean, how many of you are actually, picking up the phone, making the calls, calling your database? Like Jen, I didn't have a ton of time to get into the feedback from the Blitz, but the feedback from the Blitz this week was absolutely incredible. Like, how did you enjoy it?
Yeah, they did great. It was so good.
If we pick up the call, if we pick up the phone and we call our past customer database and we follow up with some simple text messages, simple emails, have some automations in the background, there's deals out there to be done. Yep. You just got to do the actual activity. So our greatest opportunity is our database. But we work our database and then it's like, okay, well, where's the rest of the deals? So I wanted to bring some ideas just because we've got all kinds of brilliant people on this call. So maybe an idea will be of value to some of you and different ideas for different people. So your database, you sort it by rate, you sort it by date, put those people into the CRM, let the CRM drop a ringless voicemail, send a text message, send an email. What about your realtors database? I love the script of, if you could, would you? And so when you approach one of your qualified agents that you're already working with, or this can be an offer for you to use to open up new relationships with new qualified agents, a script would go something like this. If you could move to a bigger house for the same monthly payment, or pay hundreds less to stay where you are, would you take 10 minutes of your time to figure out if that's an opportunity? So how many refi deals are sitting in the databases of your real estate agents? Hey, let me work all of your past customers from 2 years ago to 5 years ago, and I'll find all of the move up opportunities that are in that database for you. And oh, by the way, if they don't and a refinance makes sense, I'm going to help them save money every month so you look good anyway. Let's work our databases together. So the database of your qualified agents is another incredible opportunity for you to go out, generate relationships with realtors, generate business for them, but also generate refinance deals in today's market. There's all kinds of other opportunities out there. There's orphaned leads. So in your organization, going to your regional sales manager, going to somebody, a leader in the organization, be like, hey, all those leads that were connected to somebody at the company that's no longer here, who's working those leads? Could I work them and generate some more deals for the company? Does that make sense? I know lots of executives that would love for somebody with the fire to make those calls and do those deals and would happily hand over those leads. You've got financial planners, and in my opinion, one of the strongest is getting Google and AI to refer you. So build your content, get Google and AI to refer you. Then we've got the offer. Frank, I believe that as this refinance thing ramps up, there's going to be lots of people reaching out saying, hey, do you want to save money every month?
Yeah.
But it's the person that comes with the valuable offer that leads with value up front that's going to get the majority of the opportunities. So last week, I gave away the custom GPT script. So you take that, put it into a custom GPT, and then you get a link that you can send out to people and it'll help them calculate their refinances. Today, I want to show you something super cool. So this is our refinance workflow. And again, if this feels too complicated, our incredible team here is on the call with the Loan Officer CRM. They'll help you set all this stuff up. We've got great customer support. Just log into the Zoom. They'll help you with it. But if it still feels overwhelming and complicated, don't use the automations. Just pick up the phone, make the calls, send the text messages. It is the action and the activity that generates the results. The technology just helps you do it at scale. So what you do is you take your leads, you load them into this workflow. So I'm inside the Loan Officer CRM. This is loanofficercrm.ai. You tag these refinance leads as they come in. It comes down here and it says add to workflow. This is the power dialer. So as soon as you load the leads into the system, they automatically show up in your power dialer for you to be able to make those calls. It waits 2 days and then sends a ringless voicemail. So this is you either taking the script that you got from the Blitz or taking from the membership inside Mortgage Marketing Animals, or you put together your own custom script, you record that voicemail, it drops the voicemail out to your past clients. Hey, refinancing might make sense. I'd love to touch base, do a quick analysis, make sure it makes sense for you. Then here, Frank, this is a Facebook custom audience. Anybody that you put into this workflow, you can put into a custom audience on Facebook and show ads to just those people. Set this up once and it just runs in the background. So now all of a sudden, your past customers are seeing your ads for, hey, rates are going down, potentially. Refinance might make sense. Click here to book a time, and I'll let you know. They book appointments from having those ads, testimonials, all those wonderful things. In my personal opinion, I think $5 a day, targeting your past customer database and targeting your qualified realtors is a very wise investment in advertising. If you're looking at, hey, if I'm going to spend some money on ads, where do I put it? I think that's kind of like the first place that we should be focused on, generating referrals from database and realtors. Once that happens, it waits another 2 days and a text message goes out. Hey, I gave you a call the other day, didn't get a hold of you. This is why I'm calling. If a refi seems like it might make sense, here's how you get a hold of me. Now, there's also an email that happens after that. But what happens is, if anybody responds to any of these messages, and at this point, we've got a power dialer call that's gone out from the power dialer, a ringless voicemail, a text message, an email, and a Facebook ad. We've reached out to them using the octopus, right, or omni-channel marketing, and they've seen us on 5 different platforms at this point with just a friendly, helpful offer of, hey, you can use this custom GPT, or you can call this phone number, ask questions about a refi, and we'll let you know whether or not it makes sense. Now, if anybody responds to any of those messages, you can see here it says powered by OpenAI. So this is our connection inside the CRM to ChatGPT. And what happens in here is any responses that come back from people with questions about a refi, it goes into this prompt. So you can see here, it says, you're responding to this message from the customer. It says message body. Well, our CRM automatically puts the message from your customer in there, gives this huge prompt that understands these are past customers. They've got questions about refinances. Here's how to help them. Here's the compliance guidelines of what you can say and what you can't say. All that gets sent to OpenAI, and OpenAI writes the response to go back to the client. So literally, you can put as many people as you want into one of these funnels, communicate value to all of those people, and the ones that respond back get a phenomenal experience because all of the communication is being written for you by artificial intelligence. Now, Frank, I built in a little safety net in the system, which is this internal notification. So somebody responds back, and what it does is it sends you an email, and it says, hey, I'm working hard for you. This is what your client said, and it shows you the message that came from the client. And then it says, here's the response from ChatGPT. And it shows you what ChatGPT has written to send back to the customer. And then it says, do you approve it? If so, click here, like, yes, I approve. When you click that link, the CRM automatically takes the message from ChatGPT, sends it back to the client and customer. So all of your communication with all those leads is simply look, read, message looks good, yes, I approve. And eventually, when you get to a point, or if you get to a point where you're like, these AI messages are amazing. I got to a point where I was like, that's better than what I would write. Like, I don't have time to formulate a response that well, use the right script every single time. That's amazing. We just kind of took the guardrails off of ours, and now we just let AI handle the messages and watch them in real time in case it kind of goes off of the rails. So the reason I wanted to share this is so that everybody here on the call, as you're using the refinance toolkit and you see all the opportunities out there, don't feel intimidated that there's too much opportunity out there. You can put them into a workflow, and you've got help with all of the communication. Now, I've got one other thing, Frank, that I wanted to share with you here. So what we've also done is we have created an AI voice agent. So just like we've demoed in the past, a phone number that people can call into, get questions answered, and automatically book on your calendar, there's one now specifically for refinances. So people can call in and you can say, hey, do you have questions about refinances, but not quite ready to submit an application or talk to a loan officer? They can call this phone number, get all their questions answered about a refi. You get the transcription, you get to see what happened. And if they're ready to submit an application, they can just say, hey, send me an application link or book me an appointment. And the AI is smart enough to text message out your application link or book them on your calendar. So now you've got a custom GPT you can offer, or just a phone number that you can give people and be like, want to find out if refinancing makes sense? Call this AI phone number. And then you've got the opportunity to provide value while AI sorts all the leads and only gets the qualified opportunities on your calendar or with the link.
Hey, just as a reminder, if you're enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube, you can catch our live shows. The live shows are really cool because there's oftentimes downloads and giveaways. It's really, really fun. To subscribe, you simply go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. That's loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Subscribe and join us on our live shows. They're 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Hope to see you there.
Frank, does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense and it's super cool.
Is that helpful?
Just so freaking cool, man. Heck yeah.
Let me know in the chat if I want this to be valuable. And so I don't want to go too far. Let me know in the chat if that's valuable, too much, not enough. And also, if you're a member of the Loan Officer CRM, a shout out on the support, because I know what stops a lot of people is feeling like, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna run into a problem. I'm not gonna know what to do, and I'm not gonna be successful because I'm not gonna get to the end. And I would love to see some shout outs on the customer support, just so that people feel confident that they're going to be well supported and we're going to help you, because this is techie stuff. It's not easy. Like, this is hard to get this stuff implemented, but we're here right along with you, making sure that you're supported and you get the help that you need in order to make sure that you actually get this stuff implemented, because making the calls and sending the messages are what's going to generate the results.
Great stuff, man. And so on Build It with Chris today. So you're going to go into basically help people get this automation set up and running, or what are you doing today on Build It with Chris?
But wait, there's more.
My man, Carl, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
If you getting some knives coming.
I'm actually going to register a phone number, take the prompt, put it in the thing from scratch, like from an empty voice AI all the way to built, launched, ready to go. People can call it and generate leads. I'm going all the way from 0 to built and launched, and everybody just kind of gets to watch over my shoulder as I build it and drink copious amounts of coffee.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's at noon Eastern today, right? Yes. Noon Eastern?
Yes, it is.
Okay, builditwithchris.com. We'll throw the link.
Hey, Chris, did you see that stat that I did? I reverse engineered when loan officers get leads from, say, Trust Engine or Boomerang, and says, "Hey, this person's ready to refi. You know, they just had a credit pulled, and they're your past customer, right? Somebody's trying to take that one from you." We did the math on it. Only 4.8 of those people, 4.8% of those leads talk to a loan officer. 4.8%.
There's a lot of opportunity in that stat.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
4.8. Yeah. Yeah. Cause it's a well-known stat. 15 to 17% get attempted to talk to them. They're going to hit voicemail 70% of the time. Well, if you do 70% of like 16%, it's 4.8.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's incredible. But it makes sense though, because I remember being in the processing side of the business, and I would see one of those alerts and it felt like a gut punch. It was just like, oh, I lost one. But I think the switch of, oh, sweet, I'm gonna get that one. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, drop them into the workflow and now use these automated tools to do that. But I don't, you know, obviously I go the automated way, but people don't lose.
Oh, no. I've learned long ago, I can't, well, I should this, and I should, like, screw that. Like, that's just poison for my brain. And so it's like, you know, use this. This will do what I would do if I could count on me, you know? And I think it's just learning to, like, hey, I am what I am, and I'm not going to beat myself up. What's the fix?
Yeah.
Because likely, I don't know, I hesitate saying this, likely I'm not going to fix me, likely, right? Just the way things are, you know? I mean, sometimes, but likely not. And so finding an automation that fixes the problem is way easier than trying to fix Carl. God knows the lovely Mrs. White been trying that for 40 some years now. But anyway, I really like this. This is really good stuff, man. This is really very, very, very rapidly changing the landscape that we're working in. I'm in a podcast right now, and I'm listening to the early days of social media, like with Friendster and MySpace. And this was all happening just very, very, very rapidly. And we look at it now, we're like, well, of course, social media. But see, not that long ago, people were just breaking into it. I think that's where we are on this AI stuff with our work. We're back in the Friendster, MySpace day. It's just evolving so rapidly. And if you're not a part of it, you're going to really be left behind.
Yeah. And you know, combining this new technology in the AI CRM with this incredible follow-up system, and you know, the system that reaches out and gets them warmed up to get something started. Combine that with what we're facing, like with rates coming down and this, you know, looming refi boom. It's like, wow, why would we not take advantage of this? Let's get that. Chris even pointed out, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the call, but Chris pointed out, with this system, the way things are today, it doesn't matter if you got 40 past clients or 4,000. It doesn't change my load at all, right? Because it's doing the heavy lifting for me. It doesn't matter how many people I have in there. It's just, I just need to take care of the business as it comes in from that point.
It eliminates the overwhelm. Yeah, it eliminates the overwhelm.
Yeah, and it lets you get to everybody. You can actually reach out to everybody. Where you know, let's see, there's people on this call that have thousands of people in a database. how can you practically, rates are down, I need to communicate with them as quickly as possible. How can you practically do that in a methodical way?
Brother, it was
you know,
it was a struggle for me when I had 200 in my past database,
yeah,
much less, the tens of
2,000.
thousands. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So anyways, well, listen,
The
go
Frank, the
ahead.
other side of it, I had another epiphany, and I'm sorry, I know we're over time, but when we had that application come in from Grok last week or the week
Yeah.
before, it shifted this perspective in my mind where people have always been a little bit hesitant to fill out an online application. Like, do you remember the first time somebody asked you to fill out your visa online and you're like, put my credit card on the internet? No way. Like,
Right.
no way I'm going to put my credit card on the internet. And now it's like, boop, boop, like the majority of your payments are done on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them, other than the grocery store.
Right? So our customers have been in the background going through this large scale social shift of being comfortable submitting credit online. And so now when you text somebody an application link and you've got a nice, pretty looking, well done mobile application link, people will fill them out.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier
for
for
sure.
the customer to do the online application, where 2 or 3 years ago, we weren't quite there yet. So we've got that aspect of technology.
I mean, what else would I do? Fill it out by hand and fax it over? Like, really?
Right.
That's
Right.
the only way to do it now.
Yeah. And the old forms used to be clunky. Now there's just beautiful options for
Do you remember the first time, Chris? Do you remember the first time you put your credit card on the web? Do you remember your first purchase?
So, I think
that you can publicly declare.
You know what I do? I do know what it was. I know exactly what it was. I bought a 1983 Volkswagen Westphalia bus off a guy on eBay. And that was my first ever online purchase.
Was yours just way cooler than mine? Mine
was, that's a good one.
Mine was, remember Rick Raditz? Did you know Rick Raditz?
Yeah.
So mine was with Rick Raditz. And I bought instant video generator. So this is I think the first video that the consumer can upload video to a website and people go play. I think it was the first ever, I think. And I remember when I did that, I remember sitting there and going, okay, wait a minute, something just happened. What just happened? For the first time ever, I put my card on the web. Why did I do that? Well, I feel like I could trust this guy. Why do you feel like you trust this guy that you've never met and never heard of? Why do you think that? I don't know. I just saw his video and he looked kind of interesting, I looked like I could trust the guy. And if you know him, you're totally trustworthy person, right? But didn't know that time. And I went, so you trusted this person just because you saw a video. And I went, huh. And that's how it all started. The video marketing roundup that Frank and I hosted came from Rick Raditz. That was my very first web purchase. So
hey, listen, guys, I have family trying to walk out the door. They've been with us for a few days. They're leaving right now, so I'm gonna go. If you guys want to hang out and shoot the breeze,
we're good, buddy.
Are we good to go? Are we good to roll? Okay, guys. Hey, man, thanks everybody. Be here Monday. We're gonna have Kevin Gillespie Monday, Tuesday Barry Habib, Wednesday Carl. It's all you, baby. We're going to have you say something on Wednesday, as long as you can do it.
Oh dear.
If you think you got some content.
I hope I'm here. Yeah.
All right. With that, let's get on out of here. Have a great weekend, you guys. We'll see you Monday on Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Adios.
Good day, everybody.
Have a great weekend, everybody.